Hey guys, Joe here from the Fantastic Life. Welcome to another edition of This Week in Van Life, where I am coming to you from Carbondale, Colorado. I'm going to tell you all about the last week of travels, fun, mountain biking, trail running, food, internet, all that good stuff that we have encountered. Our first stop was in Moab, Utah, where we did a bunch of mountain biking, including spending a lot of time at Bar M, because Bar M is a great place to hang out when you need to work. The trailhead has internet, so you can sit there, you can get your work done, and then what you can do is do laps at the trails. The trails that we rode this time, which were super fun, were basically Bar B and Longbranch, and there's a couple other trails you have to put together to get to those specific trails, but you can figure it out, and I have the links to all of our rides down below for Trail Forks, so you can just go ahead and go to those links, check it out if you want to ride them. The Bar B was, I think, a blue, but there were some fun spots in there, and then the Longbranch was a black. Nothing too crazy, I would say like a medium range Moab black, nothing where you're like super exposed and going to fall off a cliff or anything like that. Although there was some exposure, it just wasn't like you were gonna feel like you couldn't just hop off your bike real quick or put yourself in a bad situation. Then we rode the North 40 trails for about 4.6 miles, and this is a great warm-up or cool-down kind of trail system. You can just go ahead and lap it. It's not gonna be incredibly hard for you to do, and there is still a bunch of fun stuff. It gets you really, gives you a preview of what there is available in the area, as well as a preview to Moab. So I actually like to tell people, if they've ever been riding at Moab before, ride Bar M first. And there's still some good hard stuff there, and then get into some of the hairier stuff. Especially if you're working, you can do laps and just get a good feel for it. Then we cruised over to Cortez, Colorado, where we rode at Phil's World, which is an incredibly fun trail system. You can do laps and small loops, you can do big loops, there's hard stuff, there's flowy stuff. It's a really cool trail system to go and ride at. We rode Stinky's Loop, we rode Poquito Burrito, which is a double black, I believe, and then we rode Ribcage and Here for More. Great, fun trail system. If you've never ridden the Ribcage, I highly recommend that you go check that out. People talk about it all over the place. The Poquito's Burrito is a little bit harder. I wouldn't necessarily recommend that for people that are not into technical mountain bike riding, but if you are, it's super fun. Just know that it's hard to find the trail entrance. We've flown by it before, so make sure that you have your maps up and are ready and looking for it when you're looking for that particular trail system. The ride that we did there was about 14 plus miles. And you can do, like I said, all kinds of different loops. We've done 20 plus miles there loops, but I think that this was probably my favorite loop that I've done there, which just gives you, a good amount of mileage, plus some highly technical stuff, plus some flowy Ribcagey like ups and downs, which is just super fun. Then we also did some trail running, and there's some amazing trail running. You could probably do trail running at Phil's World as well. I've never done it, but we went out because we needed a longer trail run. We were planning to do 20 mile plus, but we actually ended up only doing 17 because it didn't feel all that great. It was a super hot day. We went out to Sand Canyon, which is just incredibly beautiful, and you can get some of these like Mesa Verde style old dwellings that you will see there as well. So it's much less populated. Very cool place, highly recommend it. And I'll have all the information, so if you want to run this particular trail, you can do it like exactly how we did it down in the notes below. For food in Cortez, we haven't found a lot of great stuff yet there, but there is a place that you can get some really good smoothies called FB Organics. Super good place, a little bit more expensive, but you can get good smoothies and get great food if you need some high quality food. It can be hard to find sometimes. Internet, if you need internet in Cortez, it is hard to find, unfortunately. You can go to the library, and the library is cool because you can sit outside in your car or your van and get internet from there, but they do turn the internet off when the library is closed for some strange reason. And the internet, although you'll get probably a pretty fast score for it, it's not what it seems to be, and sometimes it will just be very up and down, so it's not all that consistent. You can also get internet by going into the bike shop at the Coca-Cola bike shop. Cool people in there. You can go in, there's actually a coffee shop in the bike shop, so make sure you go in and buy something, hang out there, but it's a place that you can get some pretty good, decent internet. And then the government buildings in the area, you can park outside and get free internet there as well, which is also pretty good, although we have not used it during a normal day. It's always been on a weekend when there's nobody in the building, so I don't know if the internet speeds drop drastically when there's a bunch of people on the system. So there you have it, guys. We were in Moab, we were in Cortez, and the next video we're going to be telling you about is our time here in Carbondale and Telluride, which, wow, got some good stuff to share with you about that. So make sure that you hit subscribe if you would like to see that next video that's coming up in a week or so. And I always appreciate it when you give us the thumbs up and share these videos, because, you know, we would love to continue to be able to share what we're doing and highlighting the cool things that we are up to while we're out on the road. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next video.